Hi friends, it's Velvet. I have got a big old mess here because I am working on this journal that we started a couple videos ago, this one, and I have put a back on this journal. So there it is. I have figured out what I'm going to do for the rest of this, but that will come in another video, I think. I have also sewn the lace in on this that I wanted to sew in. So this is what I've done so far with lace. I think I've done 3 things per signature. This one I love. Oh, I guess I did 4 things on this second signature. Well, 3 things, because I just did this all the way across, and then this is the 3rd signature. I just did just a little twisty here for a little you know, texture. All right, so those are the 3 signatures, and I was about to put together this little notepad, and I thought, well, I might as well film this. I've only got a couple things that I wanted to finish up here. So I'm going to do this little notepad like this. Pull this down a little bit so it can actually be used. I want to get this kind of straightened up here. There we go. Now I am going to use this little Tim Holtz thing and just kind of put a little thing here. And then I am going to put one of these, sticky little things here, I guess. Maybe that one. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. How about that? Memories. It matches perfectly. Or we could do a yellow rose there. What else have we got? We've got the bottle. I don't want anything ginormous because it will just hang off. Here's one that says diary. I'll do that because it does contrast a little bit. And I will put a little extra glue on here because we don't want it falling off. And then we will paper clip this into one of the signatures. And then we will cover up the back, the paper clip on the back, with something just so that it doesn't you know, get anyone's fingers. Maybe we'll do this. How about that? Yeah, we can do that. There. Yeah, I would definitely scrape myself on that, so. Not that everyone's like me, but, you know, just to be safe. Let's just put that there and pretty it up a little bit. There. Oh, I don't know if I have any paper clips laying around. Oh, I do. I'll just use the silver one for now, and I can swap it out with a rose gold later. So let's I can always put a stamp or something on here, or I can decorate this first. Yes, you know what? Let's decorate this first page. We'll even do this yellow rose. Oh. We'll use the yellow rose. Why is this not working correctly? That's interesting. I know that this yellow rose is a sticker. What is going on? Huh. At least it feels like a sticker. Is this not a sticker? Perhaps it's not. Maybe these aren't stickers. That's really weird. It's... yeah, that's a sticker, all right. Oh, the man must be here. Oh, that is so weird. Maybe that's not a sticker. See, it's got a weird thing here. It's like it wants to peel off. It is so strange. Okay, well, I'm messing up this non-sticker. Oh, I'm so silly. Okay, well, I guess it wasn't a sticker, so I'm just gonna peel this off. I see it's sticky right here, so I don't know what happened here. All right, I'm making it. I'm just gonna see it's sticking to my fingers, so I don't know what happened here. So it's sticking onto this project now. All right. There. Kind of angle that a little bit. There. That's pretty. Oops. Some of my glue squeezed out. Took care of that. There. Isn't that a pretty little notebook? It's not a lot of pages, but it does look nice. So I think what I would do is I would probably hang this from a page that is, you know, kind of busy and would be maybe difficult to write on. So maybe this one right here. And maybe just go like that. There. And it's okay if we make these pages thick, because this book that I replaced the original with has a pretty thick spine. So I think these are going to fit in just fine. Now watch, I've made a liar out of myself. No, that's going to be nice. That, of course, is undecorated. What I thought I would do next is put those slanted pockets in that we kind of made in the last video, and they were here. And I know it for a fact. I saw them. There we go. Here's one that we can do. Here's another one. And then we'll make up a tag or two, and then we'll call this video quits. And remember, we've got these things that were cut out that we can slide into these. First things first, I want to ink these up with that pretty 49 Market ink that I love so much. Do you have a favorite ink? Did I say glue? Or did I say ink? In my head I was thinking glue for some reason. I hope I didn't say glue. But anyway, I meant ink. But do you have a favorite ink that you use? I'm curious. Like for inking things up, or, you know, maybe for using for splatters, or maybe for stamping. I'd love to know what your favorites are. I'm always looking for Ideas. All right, we just put something in that one, so let's put something in this. And again, I'm looking for a busy page that I can put a pocket on. Oh, here's what I wanted to do for this, and I might as well do it now while I'm thinking about it. This is going to be glued, and it will be a tuck. Kind of handshakes. Gonna be like my mom, I think. Okay. Actually, let's just put something in here right now. Just because. Alright, so I am looking for a tuck space here. I'm leaning towards that page. That one, actually. That's a good one. Right there. Because we have this. That we can, oh, look at that. Yeah, I think I want to do that. So on this kind of slanted pocket, I just do these two sides here. And when it's facing that way, I would go right here. I just want to really quick make sure that that's touching the edge. And then really any size tag could go in here. So I could use something like that. I could pop right in there. That's pretty. We have a little decorating to do, but I'm going to pop that there just so I know that's what I want to go there. All right. And now let's put this slanted pocket in. I still have to do something for this little thing. I put this here because I didn't have anything on this little, you know, pop out thing. So I thought that little tiny envelope would be cute. So now I'm looking for a place to put this, and it'll be on a page that's like, you know, this side. And I'm looking for something busy. That's a good one. Because it can't really be written on well. I'm going to use this one. All right, so I hope I'm in screen. I have a terrible habit of being off screen because I pull things towards my body for some unknown reason. All right, so there's that. Now, what other do we have? We've got this one. Did I make another tall one? I wonder. Anything real tall? Oh, these are all kind of the same size, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, that looks nice. I'm gonna make this one into tag for here. There. Ink that up. Now, these tags really can't be written on, so what should I do? Should I take some packaging paper and attach it to the back? I think that's what I want to do to give the owner a place to write. Even if I just put it on half of the back, you know? I mean, I think that's kind of a nice thing to do. So why don't we do that together? I've got tons of writing paper over here. Just want to find a piece that's not crazy big, but of course I can't. So I'm just gonna rip this down. And I decided I like this in here. It contrasts nicely. So I am just going to grab a glue stick. I'm just gonna go like this. And then what I'll do, just to be on the safe side here, is I will put a little stream of that glue around the edges to make sure the edges stay down. And then I'll just cut it out. Probably could have done that before I did the corners, but that's okay. All right. Let's just put it up against that. There. Now they've got something to write on. I was going to say, I hope there's nothing on the back there. That would, of course, be something I would do. Give them something that I've doodled on. So, remember, you've always got this option. If you've chosen double-sided paper that your other side sucks, use some cardstock, or gosh, you could even use copy paper or packaging paper, anything, and just glue it to the back and you've got a writing space. Easy peasy. Problem solved. Might feel a little wonky at first, but once it dries it'll be fine. All right, just gonna leave it there for now. And there. Oh. That little piece can go away, I think. All right. Now we can put any number of things here. We can use some of this stuff. Most of it's pretty big. I don't want to put stuff on there that's too big, you know? We've got rub-ons, but this paper is already so busy. You know what I mean? Oh, that's kind of cute. I could do that. It's just that, you know, with paper this busy, I feel like it doesn't really need much added to it, you know? We'll do this on top of this one. I got this on Amazon. I think I just did a search on hole punch, I think, is all I did. or maybe store hole punch, because this looks so much like, you know, the tags that they have and the tag things that they have in stores. So there, I'm gonna call that done and put it right there. And I will probably use some of this. In fact, you know what? Why not cut a little bit? Whoopsie. And then I can continue on and consider this one actually done. If I can, that look great. I don't know what's going on here. It's just me being me. There. Did it go through? Cute. There. There. So that's that. We've got a couple pockets now. We've got a couple tags now. We've got some lace. We've got to put something in here. We can make some more of those slanted pockets. I'm not sure what I did there, but it's okay. I am going to, all right, I will show you now what I am going to do on the front here. What I'm going to do is, these are going to be lifted off of the book with some foam, I think. Where did the rest of it go? Well, oh, this is going to go here. Remember, it's going to be lifted up ever so slightly so it doesn't fade into the background. And there's this sweet little table. And the table and the chair are going to be nestled behind this pretty little fence. That's my plan. I don't know if I'm sticking to it. I've sat on it for a day or two, and I still like the idea, so I think I'm okay. And just remember, this will be off the table or off the page, so there will be some dimension there. I just think that's going to be pretty. So, oh, while I was at my machine sewing on lace, I decided to sew a cute little fabric strip. So it's just from a jelly roll that I had. Just chopped up some fabric and sewed it. I don't know what I'll use it for, but it's done. Now it can go away somewhere. All right, folks, that is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Take care. Bye.